In this speech, I'm going to attempt to persuade you to travel more. I have many friends who don't make an effort to travel, and it blows my mind. I have a friend that up until a couple of years ago had never been on an airplane. My sister had never left Texas until she was 22 when she came to visit me in Germany. Why is traveling important? Traveling can give you an experience that you just can't get through pictures. There is a cost involved, and some people do worry about an unfamiliar environment while traveling, and that might be most people's worry and reason for not traveling. But in this speech, I will give you some ways to save money and make the experience of possible culture shock easier and enjoyable. Doing the same thing every day isn't living. We need to get out of our comfort zones and experience different ways of thinking and living. There are so many cultures out there, even in the US, that we could learn about firsthand. I don't know about you, but I'm a hands-on person. I need to experience something and do it for myself to learn it, rather than read it from a book. Now, no one is going to make you travel. It's something that you have to put an effort into. But believe me, it is well worth the effort. You can't experience new places through pictures. You will never feel what it is actually like to be there, smell the smells, hear the nature, and get that tingling sensation in your stomach that feels like, wow, I'm actually here. Something I've been looking at in pictures my whole life, and I'm standing right in front of it. Yes, I did that. I didn't want to do it at first, but it just felt wrong to come all that way and not take the iconic picture of holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Is traveling a cost? Yes. Think of it as more of an investment. You will get so much more in return. It's something you have to plan for, save money, and take time off work, but it's well worth it. I'm dumbfounded when I hear people take their vacation from work and don't leave their house. Most vacations aren't even something that would break the bank. We all have places right in our backyards that are beautiful, educational, and places that we should all make an effort to see. When I was growing up, my mom used to spend all year putting away tiny bits of money. By the end of the year, when we would take our vacation, we had a good amount saved up to go somewhere. All 5 of us would pile in most of the time, an old station wagon with no air conditioning, and head out on some adventure. There would be arguments, and by the second day, we all wanted to kill each other, but we got to go places we'd never been before, and it left us with great stories that make us laugh even to this day. It also helped build an excitement and love I have for traveling. Going through life doing the same thing every day isn't living. We need new experiences, and we need to see new places to learn about different cultures and grow as people. I can understand someone saying, but I love where I live. I do too. I lived in Germany for 5 years. It was beautiful, exciting. I was able to travel to Rome, Venice, Pisa, Paris, and all over Germany. But toward the end of it, all I wanted to do was come back to Texas. I can understand loving where you're from, or wherever you call home, but at the same time, traveling to all those places taught me so much, and they were experiences I would never give back. No one is going to make you travel. It has to be something you put time and energy into, and yes, a bit of money. But I speak from experience when I tell you that it is well worth it. Traveling to Paris was frustrating at first. I was there with my sister, Gina. We were only 22, and we didn't speak French. It seemed like no one else spoke English either. Our plane landed late, and we missed our shuttle that was supposed to take us to our hotel. It took us hours to finally get settled into the hotel, and we were both extremely stressed out. But the next day we got up, ate some breakfast, walked a few blocks from the hotel, and we were standing in front of the Louvre. And about an hour later, I was looking square in the eyes of the Mona Lisa. It was breathtaking. I'm not saying you have to travel to Europe to get this feeling. We all have amazing wonders right here in the US that could possibly be in driving distance, and we've never taken the opportunity to check them out. For example, I live in Austin, Texas, and down at the coast in Galveston, every year they have a sandcastle competition. It's only about 2 hours away. I've only met a few people here in Austin that have ever made the drive to go check it out. It's in June every year, and I was lucky enough to get to go on most of my summers growing up. Most of us in this class are scattered all over the US. I urge you to look up places that you could take a day trip to. Somewhere you've never been to, maybe a place with some historical importance or a state or national park. If you're looking for a resource to help you travel smart and save money at the same time, try the Dummies books. When I left for Germany, a friend bought me Germany for Dummies. I didn't think much of it at first, but after taking time to read through it, I found local restaurants listed by price, hotels all over Germany with reviews and attractions. It also gave me insights on the culture and even ways to help me communicate with the Germans. For example, the book stated that if you attempt to speak German to the locals, then they will try to speak English to you. But if you don't try to speak German, they might not be inclined to help you as much. I tried this both ways, and the book was right. They really did appreciate the effort of someone who doesn't speak their language to at least try. Traveling is an investment, but I hope this speech has persuaded you to believe that it is something important. Doing the same thing every day isn't living. Traveling can help us grow as people, and it can help us be more tolerant of other cultures. Just remember, no one is going to force you to travel. If you don't make an effort to do so, then you'll spend the rest of your life sitting at home and most likely using your vacation to catch up on yard work. Put forth an effort, see something new, something you've always wanted to experience firsthand, even if it's a small trip to a vineyard close by. Go wine tasting. Or maybe a river. Get some tubing in. It could even be walking the trails at a local park. Get out, experience nature, the world, and life. See it for yourself, not through the pages of a book. Now go forth and do good things.